Hello and thank you for joining me. This is Free Will Tarot. My name is Harmony, and this reading is going to be for the sign of Scorpio. Hello, Scorpio, and thank you for being here. Scorpio, your overall energy you have is the yin and the yang. Okay, the yin and the yang card represents internal work being done for you at this time from spirit. So a lot of you could be having things as far as your spirituality come up to the surface for you. For some of you, this is going to deal with your health, your spirituality. This is like things that have been ingrained in you for a long period of time, maybe even through childhood, that is being, you know, should I say, changed at this time. So a lot of you could be looking at things differently. You should also be looking out for the number 22 or the number 2 or the number 222 or 2222. Okay, so just know twos. All right, so again, with the yin and yang here, Scorpio, it's like you guys are either, you know, going through a healing. There's something inside of you that is changing. Now, sometimes that can show up in an illness for sometimes. Sometimes that can show up in where you've been carrying a lot of pain and heartache from the past, you know. But anyway, this is where spirit is coming in to do internal work on you. So it's going to show up in your life in different ways. This could show up again like you're either feeling tired or maybe feeling sick or maybe feeling like things around you needs to change. You're feeling like that. A lot of you, for a number of you, this is going to be around your personal relationships, okay? I have the intimacy card here. So this is either going to be a person or people. You know, we have multiple relationships outside of ourselves with, you know, other people. So with you in particular, Scorpio, this is where your personal relationships with yourself, your family, your intimate relationship, or friends, even co-workers, is going to be asking you to look at that. It's asking you to re-examine that, to look at that, to reflect on that, Scorpio, at this time. And they're telling you they need you to be curious about this. So if you're feeling like things are starting to come out of nowhere, you know, maybe you're starting to feel, because you are a Scorpio, so you're deeply connected to the divine, Scorpio. So you might be starting getting like hints in your psyche about things getting your attention, or something could have happened that has gotten your attention. And now you're kind of in this curiosity mode of what this all means or what's going to happen, right? So Spirit is saying this is a time for intellectual growth. Lean into your urge to explore, learn, and articulate, okay? So what this is, Scorpio, again, is where you guys are, you know, whatever's coming up for you personally, Scorpio, at this time, whether it's a relationship, a particular relationship, or all your relationships, even the relationship with yourself, whether it is something just on a one-on-one intimate relationship, there's something that's getting your attention, and you're going to know because it's going to be personal to you. You're going to identify it through this reading. You're going to hear me, and you're going to be like, it's going to pop up for you. Okay, that is your compass. And so what Spirit is telling you, this is what needs to get your attention. This is what you need to change, or what they're trying to guide you around at this time. You also have a Scorpio, the strategy card, but you guys got this in reverse. So when this shows up in reverse, what Spirit is trying to say is time for you guys to kind of get a strategy in place. Again, you got the curiosity card. So it's saying that some of you could be, or you're needing to have a strategy moving forward. Okay, at this time, it's time for you to start to plan, to get a strategy, to look at things in a different perspective so you can create a strategy to move forward here, okay? What I want to also say for a lot of you, Scorpio, if things are not moving right now, maybe you had plans that you will be somewhere else, or in a different, you know, somewhere else, a part of your life right now, you've grown or something, you could be feeling that way right now. That's why something is coming in and getting your attention. Now, the reason that's happening, like where you're feeling like something's trying to get your attention, is because they're causing you or calling on you to create a strategy of how you're going to move forward. Right now, you could be feeling a pause. You could be feeling like things are not moving. You could be at a standstill at this time, where you feel like things are moving slow for you, Scorpio. But the reason it is, that's purposeful, okay? Spirit is, you also have the angel of balance for you, right? So things could be moving slower. Things could have slowed down for you, Scorpio, and old things could be coming back up. But the reason it is because Spirit is calling on you to kind of get back in touch with who you are at your core. I say that because you have the be authentic card. So when I get this, Scorpio, it's like for some of you, Spirit is saying you're not being truthful to yourself in some capacity. Rather, it's you're showing up and you're being totally there for someone, where you're not giving to your own self in the way that you give to others. This could be where you are tolerating certain things and behaviors in order to keep people in your life, or to keep getting something that is really not meant for you, okay? It's not for your highest good. So when you get this to be authentic, Spirit is calling on you to be true to yourself, okay? It says living your truth strengthens your energy. So again, we talked about things being slow for you at this time, or stagnant, or you're not where you thought you would be, whether it's in a relationship, career, wherever. It says being authentic attracts what lines with you, okay? Express yourself fully and without fear. Let go of the need to people please. So are you biting your tongue, Scorpio? Are you constantly the person that's trying to overlook someone treating you or a certain type of way? Are you always trying to keep yourself small to keep the peace? What is it, where is it for you personally where you have been keeping yourself small or people pleasing to a certain degree, where it's hurting you? Okay, and these are, you're gonna, you're gonna know this for you personally. Spirit is calling on you because they want to give you something. The universe wants to give you something because you have the receiving card here, Scorpio. It's saying that it's time for you to receive. So again, if things are moving slow in your life right now, if you're not where you feel you want to be or where you feel you should be, it is purposeful to align you to that, right? There's something that needs to change or shift. It's something that you need to see in order so you can change this, okay? Behind the scenes, things are moving. There is progress being made, but in your everyday life, or even maybe in your spirit right now, you might not feel that, okay? But Spirit is saying to manifest or to pray, you must be open to receiving as much as you give, Scorpio. Practice saying yes to support, okay? This is not time for you to use your pride or to say, no, I got it, I'm going to show you, whatever it is. It says practice saying yes to support. I'm sure you have love and support and friends around you. This is the time for you to reach out to them, Scorpio. Okay, opportunities will come to you, and they want you to take these opportunities without hesitation. Okay, so this can show up where, a friend calls you out of the blue, or this can show up where, somebody comes and give you some kind of advice on something. This is where Spirit wants you to stay open, all right? It's also you have the rebellion card. So again, you're going through great change, Scorpio. Things in your life is changing, shifting. The rebellion card is something that you did or believed, or a mindset that you have carried for a long time is now surfacing back up, right? It's like you're starting to question things that you used to believe. You're starting to question maybe relationships and people you have. You're starting to look at things, and it's purposeful. So there's nothing for you to, get panicked about or start to, be doubtful of people. This is really just your connection here to knowing and getting back in alignment with yourself and know what it is that you need to do to move forward. And that's what the strategy is about. So Spirit is calling on you to take a step back and to see things clearly, okay? Right, so you have, and I want to let you know, a lot of you Scorpios are having a spiritual awakening at this time in your life, okay? There's something, because you have the door to Spirit here. So Spirit is all around you, Scorpio, for a good number of you. And it's because it's something that you've been dealing with or carrying for a long time, and they're needing you to heal from that. So that could be a physical healing, emotional healing, or spiritual healing that is taking place for a lot of you right now. Spirit is calling on you to rest and rejuvenate. So this pause or this kind of separation or whatever it is, or however it's showing up for you right now, Scorpio, is needed to happen so you can get a new perspective and get more in tune with yourself and to liberate yourself, because it's something that you've been carrying are holding on to for a long time. It could either be a mindset, it could be a person, it could be old pain or old wounds that have you've been carrying for a long time. And Spirit is saying it's time for you to liberate yourself here. Okay, I hope you can see that. This person has chains here, and there's a key to set them free. So I'm going to read this to you, Scorpio. It says, freedom comes when you release what no longer serves you. Let go and welcome new possibilities. I told you the spirit in the universe is offering you something brand new that's getting ready to come into your life, and it's going to show up in different ways, Scorpio. It can show up in a new relationship. It can come in a renewal in an existing relationship. It can come up in where you have a new financial opportunity. Or a new job. It can show up in different ways, but there's new opportunities getting ready to arrive in your life, Scorpio, okay? But first, you must be free to receive these things. So we need space in our life to receive the new blessings. And in order to make that space, we have to go to a point of where we are releasing things, people, places, and things that no longer serve us, okay? Identify something that has been weighing you down, Scorpio. Release it and move forward, okay? They want you to liberate yourself because it's going to open you up to these new things. It's going to open you up to strengthen your already existing direct to the divine, okay? You're connected. You are very gifted, Scorpio, with your intuition here. And they want you to start trusting that again, okay? There's rewards in progress. If you don't have to take my advice, but if you did from Spirit here right now through me, take the advice of releasing things and liberating yourself from old habits that don't serve you, whether you're a smoker or overeater, maybe you don't sleep right, maybe you don't rest, maybe you overwork, maybe you overthink, maybe you give too much of yourself and time to other people, maybe you're self-sacrificing, maybe you don't put yourself first enough. You're going to know exactly what it is personally to you because you're going to hear this and you're going to immediately know because it's going to pop up in your spirit and mind what this means for you. And when you hear what that is for you personally, that's what Spirit wants you to release. That mindset, that ideology, that addiction, that person, that situation, that old trauma from the past, whatever it is from you that has been weighing you down and stopping you from moving forward. That's what's taking place right now, okay? You are in the process of in a progress here, okay? Right now, things are shifting behind the scenes for you, Scorpio. There are rewards coming into you, but first you have to be open enough to receive them, as we said before. And that's what Spirit is doing for you. They need you, just like the strategy card, look at that, making plans. They need you to kind of take a step back and look at things differently. Get back in alignment with yourself and make plans for your future here. Because what that's going to bring you in is a world of abundance. You have the abundance card here, okay? And I'm going to read this to you. It says, true abundance comes when you believe you are worthy to receive all that life has to offer. Okay, affirm your worthiness today, Scorpio. Open your arms to accept prosperity in all forms because that's what God, Spirit, and Universe is offering to you at this time. Lovely energy surrounding you. You also have the star card. So there's a lot of angelic angels and spirit around you at this time, Scorpio, as you go through this process of releasing something out of your life. So a good number of you, this is about releasing and getting a new mindset and a new strategy and a plan to move forward in different parts of your life. But this is where you're taking center stage here. This is also where Spirit is guiding you to finally release and heal from the past pains and wounds and traumas you've already experienced. They're asking you to have a calm heart, okay? It says take a moment of stillness, and you have this quite a bit. I'm going to show it to you, and then I'm going to close out. I hope you can see this. Probably not. Covering my face. Okay, this is about, all these cards represents healing and taking a moment to step back and to heal, okay? So Spirit is calling on you for a good number of you Scorpios at this time to take a step back, to rest, to see things clearly, to be curious about what is coming up for you around this time, around this retrograde and this moon, okay? Take a step back, Hear the messages that are coming through and release these things that don't serve you, okay? That is what I have for you, Scorpio. You have a lovely energy around you, even if you don't feel like it. I'm telling you, you do. I hope you trust me or listen to me. Know that you are surrounded and cared for. And know that whatever it is personal to you that is calling on you or getting your attention at this time, whether it is a personal relationship, how your relationships are with yourself and others, how maybe past pain or traumas, or how you're showing up in the world that could have been holding you back. Now it's time for you to release that in order for you to really embrace what Spirit has planned for you, which is abundance. That is what I have for you. Please like, share, subscribe. Let me know how this resonates with you. Get the thumbs up. That helps me out a whole lot. Until you're back here. Bye for now.